breaking down the biggest Kardashian headlines of the week. Hello and welcome back to another shared news. If you're new here, before we dive into all things Kardashian, please make sure you subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any shared news updates. As always, I'm your host, Morgan Wright, and I am joined today by Gianna Gravelisi. Gianna, it's so good to see you. I feel like we haven't done a panel together in ages. How are you?
I know it has been a minute. I am doing amazing. Always love doing panels with you. And I'm so excited to just dive into these headlines because I've been on vacation all week and I feel like I've kind of missed out. I wasn't really on my phone or on socials. So I need to know. I need to be updated.
Okay, well, we will do just that. We're going to kick things off with Tristan, Khloe, and Lamar inserting himself into all this baby drama. That's right. Khloe's ex-husband, Lamar Odom, has entered the chat. He made some comments this week about baby number 2 that I don't think any of us were expecting. So here's what happened. In a video obtained by PageSix, Lamar was speaking to a celebrity photographer in LA. This was on July 26th. The photographer was kind of like breaking the news to Lamar, saying, Lamar, did you know that, Khloe is getting ready to have another baby with Tristan via surrogate? And his response was, are they going to be together? So it kind of seemed like he was learning about this in real time. And then he also says, oh, he got caught cheating again, but they're going to have another baby. She could have hollered at me for that. And we were all like, whoa, like there's so much to unpack from all of that. First of all, this happened 2 days ago. The news about Khloe and Tristan broke over 2 weeks ago. We know that Lamar keeps tabs on Khloe. How does he not know that they're having another baby?
Yeah, because even if you're a normal person like us or a celebrity, I feel like when you log on to social media, you go on Instagram or even TikTok or even Twitter, whatever it is, it's like you almost can't escape these headlines about the Kardashians. And specifically 2 weeks ago, I feel like everywhere I turned, all I saw was Khloe Tristan surrogate baby news. So it's like, Lamar, like, where were you? Were you on your phone? Like, I know that you must still follow some things like news outlets. Like, you have to have seen that. Like, and if he really didn't, which for some reason, I truly believe that he didn't see it. That's baffling to me. Like, I don't know if maybe he's like somehow blocked like Khloe's name from popping up like anywhere on his phone or on his socials. Like, I think that's a setting that you can do on some certain sites. So maybe he did that, or like maybe he truly was just oblivious overall, but his reaction is daunting. Like, it's like crazy to me to hear him say, oh, she should have really hit me up for that one. Like, what are you saying? Like, what? It's mind-blowing to me.
Well, and I think, even with the history, Lamar has not been shy about vocalizing his feelings for Khloe, even like recently. Remember, he was on Celebrity Big Brother, and he was saying essentially that Khloe was the one who got away. Remember when Tristan and Lamar got in a little bit of like an Instagram comment war over Khloe. So I know you kind of gave us your feelings about this, but do you think it is cute or cringe that Lamar kind of makes these public displays of affection when talking about Khloe?
It's giving Scott in a way. Like, it's truly just reminding me of Scott, when he got in a fight with Kourtney's ex over like the picture of her with Travis on a boat in Italy, and all the comments he's made. And obviously everything we've seen on the Kardashians of him, feeling left out and this, that, the other. I know it's two completely different scenarios, but what Lamar is doing is like kind of reminding me of Scott in a way of like still being in love with your ex type of thing. I'm thinking it's a little cringe, especially when you're literally saying she should have had a baby with me. It's like, dude, like, get over it. It's been so long. I thought the Celebrity Big Brother moment was cute. Okay. I was like, oh, Lamar, like, I kind of do miss them together in a weird way. And then now this whole baby thing and him being concerned if Khloe and Khloe and Tristan are getting back together is really weird to me. So I think he needs to pump the brakes and get over it and not make comments about having somebody's child, you know?
Yeah. And I've seen this argument a lot online as of late. You know, Khloe is going to give Tristan 2, 3, 4, 100 chances, but not, go back down that road with Lamar. Obviously, the scenarios are extremely different when it comes to, I don't want to say the severity because they're both severe, but like, let's not beat around the bush. Lamar almost died of a drug overdose. So, like, clearly there are some issues in both relationships. And we don't want to compare them because they're different. But is there a world that we wish Khloe would give Lamar another chance?
Yeah, I really, really do wish, because like you said, Morgan, it's like Tristan is literally cheating on her, like time and time again. And not only cheating, but cheated while she was pregnant. Now he's cheated when he knew that they were having another baby, didn't even tell her about it, had another baby with somebody else. Like, that is wild to me. I could sit here and talk about how much I dislike Tristan Thompson. I've done it in other videos. I won't continue to do it right now. So you see Khloe give him another chance and another chance beyond like several chances at this point in life. And then you look at Lamar, and my big thing is too, is like, we heard in this season of the Kardashians that her and Tristan were going to therapy together and they were working things out. So it's like, if she's willing to sit through therapy with this guy who's clearly not changing, it's like, why not give Lamar another chance? I know, again, like you said, Morgan, drugs are like not even comparable to the cheating situation. It's totally different and so severe on its own accord, but it's like, that is something that can also be worked through with a significant other. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you're going to sit and go through therapy with one, why can't you do that with another? And again, like, I shouldn't even be talking because I've never experienced that. I don't know if I'll ever experience that. I can't even imagine what that's like in terms of, drug usage in a partner. But it's just frustrating to see Lamar, who he is now, like, he's clearly much better. And I feel like with that, you can be a whole different person. But with Tristan, he's the same person and he's literally not changing whatsoever. So long story short, I do wish there was a world where Khloe and Lamar would maybe get back together and see what happens.
I agree. And I know that some people are going to be like, no, your exes are exes for a reason. But I do just feel like Lamar has grown since that experience. It's been, I don't know, it feels like it's been 10 years. But even when he was on Dancing with the Stars or Celebrity Big Brother, I just feel like there's a lovable side to Lamar where, like, he does have all these redeeming qualities, and we don't see that in Tristan Thompson, even when he's on the show. And Khloe says this a lot, how, Tristan is a good dad. He's a great dad to True. He's a great co-parenter. We don't ever see that side of Tristan. I don't know if it's intentional or unintentional, but they have a reality show. So if they really wanted to paint him in a more positive light, they would do that. They did it with Kanye earlier in the season, although obviously things kind of went south later in the season. But I don't know. I just feel like if they really wanted the public to not necessarily like Tristan, but tolerate him, because he's probably one of the most hated men in America. Let's just keep it real. They could do that, and they don't. I mean, do you have any like conspiracy theories, or am I like on an island by myself here?
I can totally see that. I mean, you have to remember the Kardashians themselves, the sisters, are executive producers. They have a say in the editing room. We even heard Kourtney go on a little tangent one of the episodes because she was mad about how they had edited the whole engagement episode with Scott and making it a big deal when it really wasn't. So I feel like Khloe would get in there, knowing Khloe too, because we know that she has no filter and she will say what she needs to say. If she wanted it to be a good situation, she would have, put her foot down and been like, hey, let's paint Tristan in more of a positive light. but they didn't. And then what you just said has me thinking of, speaking of conspiracy theories, that the very first episode of season 1, right? They were having a barbecue, of course, at the house with everyone there. Tristan was there. And that was the moment when one of Kim's children said, Mommy, like, you're on Roblox.
Yeah.
This is like the sex tape. And TikTok broke that scene down in slow motion. And when I forget which one of her kids even said that at this point, maybe it was Sam, I don't even know. When they said that, Tristan's face went like, like, what is happening? What did I do? Did the word get out? Like, he knew that he was in trouble. So I think maybe it was kind of hard. Maybe he didn't want to be on camera because internally in the back of his head, he was guilty and he didn't want to let things slip, because we really did not see much of him. We didn't see him really with True, like you said. So I'm feeling like it was a Tristan decision that he didn't want to be on camera that much. So editors could only do so much with the footage that they had of him.
Well, let's move on to a happier couple, a more in love couple, and that is Kourtney and Travis. This week, Kourtney shared some new pictures from her courthouse wedding to Travis Barker. Kourtney posted these photos wishing her grandma, MJ, a happy birthday. MJ was apparently a witness to Travis's courthouse wedding. In the photos, they were toasting with champagne flutes at a restaurant. Kourtney was in her short little mini dress. I loved seeing these pictures. I love MJ. I feel like she's such a, a ray of sunshine. But my question for you is, because, we know Kourtney has now had like 3 different weddings, but the courthouse was the first like legally binding wedding that they had, and Travis's father was there. Do you think that Kris Jenner was jealous or upset that MJ was at the courthouse wedding and she was not?
Ooh, that's a great question. I mean, it can go so many different ways, right? I feel like if we know Kris, like, we know that she would be totally upset over not getting an invite to this. But I feel like at the time, obviously they got married in Italy shortly after. And I feel like it was more of like a, Mom, like, you're going to be at the Italy wedding. Like, that's what you can sit down and see. Like, I'd rather have MJ here, God forbid something happens, or if she couldn't,
Right.
Was she at the Italian extravaganza, MJ?
I don't think I remember seeing any pictures of her there. She could have been, but I don't recall.
I agree. So if she wasn't there, I feel like it was maybe a trade-off. Like, had the family known, obviously, that MJ wouldn't be at the Italian wedding, might as well have her at the courthouse, make life easier. So I don't think Kris was really upset or jealous whatsoever. If she wanted to be there, she would have been there. Whether Kourtney wanted her to be there or not. I feel like if I got married in a courthouse for some reason and I only had to pick one family member, like, I'd also pick my grandmother. Like, no hate to my parents, but it's like, you want them there. Like, my grandmother was always in the back of my head, like, I need someone to get married. I need grandchildren, this, that. So like, she would be like my number one on my list. So I don't think it was like anything bad that, Kris could be mad or jealous over. But obviously, if we know Kris, we know she wants to be there every single step of the way. So I'm sure she was like little salty, but she had the Italian extravaganza to look forward to and get ready for.
Yeah. And if I had to guess, I would say that the courthouse wedding was spontaneous, because they knew that they had to legally get married before they went to Italy. Kris Jenner is booked and busy, honey. She can't drop everything for you on a Tuesday afternoon to go get married at the courthouse. So maybe that played a little bit into it. I don't know. We're just speculating over here. But, the Kardashians are always posting on on Instagram, whether it be Kourtney or Kylie or Kim. And Kylie and Kim took to Instagram to kind of slam the app this week, urging Instagram to stop copying TikTok. So Kylie and Kim, they criticized Instagram this week, posting a Instagram story saying, make Instagram again. Okay. And then the message continued with, stop trying to be TikTok. I just want to see cute photos of my friends. We know the platform has been emphasizing video on Instagram, leading to the two of them criticizing the company to their hundreds of millions of followers, which at first glance, you're like, who cares? Like, honestly. But the two combined have over 650 million followers. That has to be bad PR for Instagram, right?
Oh, 100%. But also, I mean, I even posted that post on my own story because my Instagram, I unfortunately have automatic updates on. So my Instagram updated and it is now identical to TikTok. Like, I don't know if yours is updated already, but it's insane. My page is full of people I don't follow and it's all video. I uploaded a photo recently. I got like no likes on it. Not that I care anyway, but it's just insane how much it's changed. So when I saw them post this, I was thinking like, wow, like I genuinely hope, because like you said, they have a massive following. I hope that they can actually get a rise out of Instagram because I'm mad. This is the first time I think out of a few times that I'm actually agreeing with the Kardashian Jenner sisters. And I'm like, for them, like slamming something. So, and then I also was thinking, you know, they probably obviously make so much money. I mean, between the companies that they have and then social media itself. But as we know, they have so many, you know, like, how do I say this correctly? Like, pre-planned kind of directed photos that they take. It's not like us where we just like are at an event and we snap a quick photo and then maybe edit it a little and upload it on Instagram. Like they have these like meticulous posts that they post and they make so much money off of. Half of them are ads, half of them are just like stylistic posts, but they get millions and millions of likes and thousands of comments and they're making money off of that. Now, if we know them, we know that they don't have time to sit down and edit a reel. Like, what are they going to upload now? They're going to probably have to hire a whole separate team, not only to help them with social, but to now edit and create reels. And it's like, they don't have time to sit down and produce a reel. Like, content creators take hours out of their day to do that just for one or two reels. I mean, Morgan, you know, you're a content creator. I'm also a content creator. That is time consuming. Like, these girls do not have time for that. And I think that's why they're extra mad, because they're like, when we went from, you know, uploading a quick picture that my team would just upload to now we got to do a whole like video production. Like it's not a good look for them. It's not going to be easy.
Not only that, I think the most frustrating thing to me is seeing people that I don't follow, seeing accounts that I don't care about. And it's like, honestly, because, you know, my Instagram is all about reality TV and pop culture, which I love seeing, you know, random photos, but I'm getting like True Thompson fan accounts and Northwest fan accounts. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I love looking at the Kardashian kids on their parents' profile, but like, I don't need to see one of the Kardashian children's fan accounts on my page. It's just very, very odd. So who knows? Hopefully the Kardashian Jenners can use some of their influence to influence the CEO of Instagram to stop trying to be TikTok.
Yeah, I'm really hoping.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us on this Kardashian headlines recap. Anything we discussed today, if you want to leave your opinions, your comments, we love to hear from you. If you want to give your piece about Lamar, do you think it's cute or cringe? Do you think Kourtney and Travis uploading 1 million feet pics are cute or cringe? Let us know in the comments and make sure you subscribe to our channel, ring the bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. As always, I'm your host, Morgan Wright. I was joined today by the lovely Gianna Gravelisi, and we will see you back right here next time on Shared News. Bye.